Hello, and welcome. Um, for joining me today. We are going to start in about a minute. I'm going to have my last sips of tea, and then we are going to talk about well-being and goals in 2026. Let me just double check for the last time that the presentation is working. Okay, looks good. All right, so let's get started. When you look back to December 2024, and you look on the whole journey throughout the year, where are you at right now? Are you happy with your progress? Did it go well? Are you perhaps on the same spot as last time? Or do you see yourself just growing and growing? The reason why I'm asking is because it's December 2025 and New Year is just around the corner, and we want to commit to our goals. We want to see progress in December 2026. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Barbara and I support people living and working abroad to achieve their goals while maintaining their well-being. And in case you hear some background noises, that's my dog who is lying down just next to me. He's not feeling the greatest today, so he's not feeling great today, so he's going to be with me. And if you hear the background noises, apologies about that. So you might be new here, you might join some of my LinkedIn lives here, or we are also on YouTube now because I am slowly going into the YouTube area. And you know that I always provide you with some tools, with some theory, and with some background around me. But today I want to start with another question. And that's how many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow? I'll start next week. I'll start on the 1st, only to find yourself in the same spot weeks, months, or even years later. And this question is closely connected to the December 2024 that I had at the beginning. And it's also connected close 2026. And I might have asked I might be asking you the same question because I had similar LinkedIn live last year, and we were planning out the year ahead. If you were here already last year, then you're more than welcome. If you weren't here last year, maybe I'll see you next year as well. So, you know, when you plan something but you end up not making any progress on any movement, or you seem like you are not able to change, the reason why this is happening is because the hard part is the transition from thinking about something to actually doing it. And we will have a little presentation for this in just a second. Because today I want to wrap the year up, and I want to address the problem of not doing. So let's explore together more, knowing what needs to be done or what you wish to achieve, having it all planned out. And this never getting to the doing, never be able to actually do it. So we sometimes stay in this just planning mode, thinking about achieving something. Like if you want to lose the weight, you might keep thinking about losing the weight, or needing to lose the weight, till the summer, or starting the new year. But then you just think about it, you plan it, how you'll eat healthy. But if you won't start actually preparing the meals that are supportive for you, for your energy, and also nutrition wise are um, rich, but also help you to get into the deficit, if you won't start working out, moving, then you won't see that body in the summer. Leaving the company, apologies about the connection, leaving the company, you might be thinking about the leaving the company, and that would be it, and planning it, and how you need to update your CV. And once you update your CV, you will start sending the CV out. So yeah, we want to start doing the things, and this is so important, because without doing, there is no change, no progress, no achieving goals. So I suspect you might also have things in your life that you've been telling yourself and other people, perhaps for already months by now, perhaps even years, that you want to learn or do, but you haven't done it or learned yet. Like, for example, wanting to learn French, or talking about leaving the job for 2 years, as I said. And I want to make a statement here, and I want you to stay patient with me, right? Because I suspect that the reason you've given your if for why you haven't made the effort towards actually doing these things, like for example, like the effort. Once again, what I think, or I dare to say, is that the reason you have given yourself for this, why you haven't made effort towards the things around, like these things center around excuses. Like, for example, I don't have time right now. My boss would get mad if he found out. Or, yeah, I just keep procrastinating. I'm too lazy. I don't have any discipline. Um, the reason you haven't done and you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve yet, and you've been procrastinating on it, the reason for that is not that you just don't want to do them. You want to do them. You wish you were doing them, or these activities, routines, whatever is present for you right now in your life. But it is really hard for you to make the action, to really be willing to takes to achieve them. So today we want to talk about the things that you are willing to do to actually achieve them. We want to explore this. And with that, I also have here a presentation that I want to share with you. And what we want to discuss first is we want to look at what is stopping you from this doing. What is keeping you stuck in just thinking about it or talking about it? And one of the reason is lack of the motivation, clarity, why you actually want that, which can feel like something is stopping you, or you just keep postponing on your goals because you just you just don't feel ready, and you also fear of failure, um, which is stronger than this engine that would keep you going. And your reason why you actually want to achieve that one goal, um, this reason why, and what it will give you, and why to actually you would take the proactive steps, it's just not strong enough to overcome this fear of failure. And the reason why you are just not doing what you want to be doing, in your life, in your career, and you keep procrastinating on the progress, is that you just stay stuck in planning mode. You plan too much, so it becomes overwhelming, or you just create this perfect version, and this version won't allow you to take the step, because if it won't be like you imagined, like you planned it, um it's not prioritize you. Okay, so what do we need to start doing? What do we need to start taking the action? You need to understand your why. This is so important for 2026, for your New Year's resolutions. You need to understand this higher why, this purpose of what it will give you once you achieve your goal. And this is something what we talked about in the project Back on Track that I will you are more than welcome to have a look on, like, more into like goal setting and creating this why, and creating actions that are aligned with your values, and with really with your why. Okay, so it is showing me that we have changes in Wi-Fi. And this is fun. So back to this why. You know, like the reason why I do these LinkedIn lives is to be more present with you, to be closer to you, um, and be to have more flexibility in my talking. But I really need to focus on me and what I can control. And when there is a storm, outside of your house, then it is indeed just hard with the connection and you can't do anything about it. But will it stop me from doing LinkedIn Lives? No. Will it stop you from watching it? I really hope it doesn't, but I would also understand why you would leave now because I got cut off already 3 times. And I would like to apologize for this. But this is part of the process, you know? There are setbacks. And even though we have some plans, even though we have it like in our mind, we also need to create some flexibility, and we need to create this mindset of, okay, it's not working, so now what? So um this is also really helpful for you and for your goals in 2026, so that you can focus on what you can control, and so that you won't create this pressure that would just sacrifice your well-being. And I realized that I could have made myself bigger while I was getting off the, let's say, the script or the points that I have to the presentation where I'm talking about the why. So, you know, if there are things where it is really hard for you to start, this why is really helpful, and it's like this north star for you, because like, you know, because if you have this your why, and your why might be obtaining financial independence or finding a job that enables you to travel the world, it could be seeking meaningful relationships or pursuing your personal ambitions. Or perhaps it's looking at life with a sense of humor, or with a focus on helping those in need. No matter what it is, it can serve as your North Star that will help you to commit to actually doing. So you stop just thinking and talking about your goals, but you will actually start doing. And so this North Star, and I have it in the presentation in case you are interested. Because we are back to the script. This North Star is central guiding principle to help you make both everyday and extremely consequential decisions that lead to your goals. So your everyday choices will help you, because these choices will be aligned with you and with what is important for you. So it will help you to prioritize you. Once you have this North Star, it's easier. I don't say that it is like possible without any obstacles, because some obstacles will still rise throughout the journey, the process, the progress. But it's easier to navigate them because you know what you can focus on. And so, in order to get your why, the easiest question to ask for you would be, why do you want to achieve that? And why do you want to learn a new language? Why do you want to get promoted? Why do you want to move to the next country, another country, new country? But also, it is so important to ask yourself how it will look like once you have achieved that, what it will mean for you, and how will you feel. And yeah, this is the first step, this for start doing. But in order to turn on this, let's say, the power of being able to start doing, we need to get you out of this I will do it, I will do it at some point, or yeah, I'll definitely do it tomorrow, to I'm doing it. And so when there is a process and you're achieving your goals, you need to start doing it. You need to get yourself into the movement. You need to get yourself into creating new routines, managing new routines or new habits. And this whole process is about like starting, continuing doing it, and finishing it. And the starting point is the hardest, and there are studies around it that once you are actually focusing on your goals and you are making the actions towards it, it is easier to finish it. But the worst part is, or the hardest part is the start. And so I would like to to introduce you to 3 steps that might be helpful for you to start doing. Um, and you might want to bank these for the future references as well. Or you can just come back to this live. So the first step is to identify something that's really important for you and creating this why behind it. Take, we have it. The second is to identify a transition point. So, a transition point to working on it. So, an example of a transition point would be pick up a phone and dial, or like if it was for a conversation, or sit in a chair and write the first word for any kind of writing, CV, for example, or or a book, or ask a question and then stop talking if perhaps your goal is to start receiving feedback and then create a change based on it in either your business, your job, or in your personal life. Perhaps if you've been meaning to update your CV, your transition point could be as simple as opening the document and writing one bullet point about your latest achievement. And so the third point would be to decide, to make the choice, because it's in your hands. It's you are the one who decides what you do in your life, what you do with your life. And so if you focus on these transition points at first, which are easy enough to do, then it is also easier for you then to make the choices that are closely connected and aligned with your goals. In case you hear someone in the background, it's my dog here lying next to me, and he's not feeling well, so he's in the room with me today. So in case you hear any noises or any snoring, it's him. So what happens if you won't do it? What happens if you won't have any plan for 2026? If you won't have any your North Star, or you won't start making the actions towards your goals? Let's fast forward to December 2026. Are you still stuck in the same place, wishing you'd start today on the December 9th, 2025? You know, you might have been waiting for a secret to help you to reach your goals in 2026 while maintaining your well-being. But and I would like to give you some shortcut. Um, but if you want to achieve your goals long term, well-being needs to play an important role in the process, in the strategy as well. And if you won't have your why, you won't be accountable. You won't be able to commit to your goals in 2026, and you might just stay in the same cycle, and you might keep living your life on repeat as you might have been feeling for last couple of months already. It's only up to you if you want if you want that. It's only up to you if you ask for help to change that. It's only up to you what you'll do it about it. It's not external factor reason why this is happening for you. There is no external factor, because it's really only about you and what you do and what you manage, what you take control of in your life, in your current situation. So yeah, I was quite drastical around like look into 2026 in December and you're in the same place. But like, what if I told you to imagine the opposite? That you've reached that goal and your 2026 self is really proud of the choices you made today. How does it feel? Is it something that you would like to explore further? And um, do you perhaps have like the first ideas how to do it? I would love to really hear that. Feel free to DM me and let me know. And yeah, I know that we are going to finish soon, um, because it's half past um, 5 now. But I want to just mention that if you have issues with the doing, and if it's hard for you to start doing, and you are just more in the planning and in the mode like, yeah, I really have to like be more organized starting from next week, or I really need to have a better structure next week, I really need to send out the CVs next week, I really have to like have a like routine at work that I want to follow. Ask for help if you still struggle with that. Don't step into 2026 alone, you because you'll you won't step into 2026 alone. You have people around you, and if you're like me, living and working abroad, um you know that even though you sometimes feel lonely, we have people that we can count on. So ask for help. Ask for help to a friend, a colleague, family, or perhaps a coach. Feel free to reach out to me. Perhaps I can also help you with my one on one coaching sessions or with my mindfulness programs that will help you to stay more present, self aware, and focused on your goals while building this resilience in your life and this well being in your life. Good luck in your goals in 2026. But before really focusing on the leveling up the life in 2026, let's not forget to enjoy the Christmas time, the new year. And, sometimes slowing down is that makes you faster. Thanks a lot for watching this LinkedIn Live or YouTube stream today. And I will see you in 2 weeks where I talk about mindfulness for beginners. Bye.